Hello everyone. So today I have a few predictions for you, and depending upon how you think, it could be good or bad for you. But yeah, here we go. So even a monkey can tell that we are in a bubble. We are in a crazy massive bubble. Everything is going up in terms of stock market, property prices, Bitcoin, whatever, and companies are letting people go. I mean, this just does not make sense. And I I think I might have an explanation. So so here's what's happening, right? 2008 had this crash which was precipitated by financial derivatives, and Fed discovered quantitative easing, and it's quite clear they have really gone overboard with it. So many people think that we are going to have a rally when the interest rates decline, but interest rates are not going to decline. The reason is very simple. you know Inflation is so high that these interest rates are actually low interest rates right now. They're not even beating inflation, in my opinion. The data might say here and there, but I think we are not beating inflation at this point. So what is going to happen is it's going to be a massive inflationary bust. Essentially what that means is inflation will rise to a point where I guess it's already at that point, but maybe it will take a few more monkeys to really get to a point where people believe that it's a bubble and people start panicking. That's going to happen maybe in a few months, maybe 6 months, I don't know, but I think we are almost there. So there are going to be three big shifts in the global economy this time with this crash, right? And number one is east-west decoupling. And in fact, these three shifts are all sort of decouplings, right? So number one is going to be east-west decoupling, and it's very simple. You go to US, you go to Europe, you go to Japan. People don't have that hunger, people don't have that positivity, people don't have that attitude to work hard. But you go to any East Asian country, South Asian country, Latam, Africa, people are super hungry, right? All it needs is a little bit of knowledge transfer from West. That's happening. A lot of entrepreneurs like me, a lot of entrepreneurs are coming from US, Europe, coming to India, going to China, going to Africa, starting up. I know so many founders who are originally European or American, are living in a African country for last 4-5 years and building their company there. So I think east-west decoupling is number one thing that is definitely going to happen, right? And I think it's time for East to shine now. Number two is going to be Bitcoin will decouple from stock markets, right? And why is it important? I mean, Bitcoin is about $2 trillion market cap as of today. Gold is about 13-14 trillion, right? And bonds and equities are God knows what, man. They're like crazy. So I think as of now, people see Bitcoin as a risky asset. So it's very correlated with stock market, right? Stock markets go up, right? Bitcoin increases, and reason being, people have liquidity from risky assets. They put it in Bitcoin more as a bet on something, like let's not have FOMO if it increases. So but now it's going to change, because if you look at what's happening, right, people are now trusting Bitcoin more as a digital gold, which I think was thesis all along. Three big crashes as predicted by whoever Nakamoto was in 2008 have happened pretty much, and I think now Bitcoin is going to take shape of more of a digital gold alternate, and that's what my thinking is. So Bitcoin will decouple from stock market, right? And this is going to be a massive shift, because people will actually finally believe that a digital gold that the government cannot control has arrived, and that is going to really change how individuals can actually go away from government control. So governments are not going to like it, but I don't think they have a choice really. And final decoupling, in my opinion, is oil. So oil will decouple from economy, right? So this is a little tricky. Why? Because traditionally oil has always been the leading indicator of how economy is doing, right? If economy is doing well, people have higher oil demand, right? And we are almost there, but I think what's happening is renewable energy is getting cheaper and cheaper, right? Very quickly. And because of that, what's going to happen soon is that oil is no longer going to be the primary energy source, so to speak, right? If you think go to China, go to Norway, I'm here in Jordan, cars are increasingly electric. Reason being, people don't want to rely on Middle East for oil or on any particular country for oil. Even Middle Eastern countries don't want to, they understand that oil is not going to be there for long, and so they are pumping it like crazy as much as they can without crashing the prices. So I think we are almost there when electric vehicles are at a point where it just will make sense. It's almost there, right? Where it makes sense to actually buy an electric vehicle for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. I think you'll actually save more in gas prices than you actually spend more on an electric vehicle. So I think from that perspective, we are almost there. So I think, the third coupling is oil economy decoupling, which is driven by renewable resources getting cheaper and cheaper. And actually, this is what gets us out of this trouble, right? If you think about it, right, energy getting cheaper has a massive deflationary effect, right? And this crazy inflation brought on by America will lead to, I think, demise of US as the global dictator of pretty much everything really, and rise of Eastern countries. I don't know if it is going to be led by China or pretty much led by anybody really. That transition could take maybe 30-40 years, but I think we'll see a non-alignment of East and West. We are going to see a non-alignment of Bitcoin and stock markets, and we are also going to see a non-alignment of oil and economy, right? Let's see how it ages. I mean, it's bold for me to say this. I was actually feeling afraid, should I make this video? And honestly, I believe in it, right? And how do I say that I believe in it? We have put all our equity, all our real, money that my company has, right, in real estate, Bitcoin, and gold, which is very unlike me, right? But I put my money where my mouth is. So let's see how it ages and let's see how it goes. Thank you. Bye. And by the way, behind me, that is Dead Sea, and I'm in Jordan, and this is amazing country, right? If you've not been and you're thinking of going to a place, and those mountains you see at the back, very back, there is Israel. It's totally safe. People are worried that there might be some issues of war happening here, but it's all cool. And come to Jordan. They need tourist dollars, and it's a beautiful, beautiful country. Thank you.